Good afternoon. Phil Lindemann with your Krystal 93 News from Mountain Comfort Furnishings and Design.
We need to coexist. We need to live with wolves.
That was Dan Gibbs from right here in Summit County, and he was there yesterday when 5 Oregon wolves were released in Grand County.
It was just so amazing to help open up the crates and see the wolves, run out, and, this is your new home. Welcome to Colorado.
Gibbs is executive director for the State Department of Natural Resources, which oversees Colorado Parks and Wildlife and the wolf program.
We need to get to a point where folks recognize that, hey, we have an apex predator in Colorado that's new.
This is the first of many wolf reintroductions over the next 5 years. Plans call for up to 50 relocated animals. The next release could happen as soon as next week.
It'll be in Colorado. The next release will be in Colorado, just like the first release. We can't divulge any of this information out of the safety of my team.
Those state teams have been working on this plan for 3 years now, since voters approved reintroduction. This is the first time that a state has overseen a wolf program. Others are led by the feds. Wolf reintroduction, though, it has been divisive from the start. Just last week, 2 lawsuits were filed trying to halt the efforts at the last minute. One on Monday, another on Friday.
The main reason why we don't want to share, where these release sites will be is because we'll have folks that really love wolves. They'll be there with their cameras and they really want to get a glimpse of a wolf. And then potentially folks that want to do harm to wolves.
County Commissioner Nina Waters has been watching this closely. She recently called Gibbs with a request.
The county is working with CPW for them to be able to do some outreach to make sure that our citizens kind of know best practices, how to best interact with our new furry friends right across the county line.
Gibbs says those outreach meetings will happen. Stay tuned. Outgoing Breckenridge Mayor Eric Mamula is your newest county commissioner. Local Democrats appointed him last night. Mamula's come a long way, he says, from his first public role, the Sanitation District Board in 1994.
I was a different person back then. I was young. I didn't have nearly the experience, of course.
The town and the county share similar priorities: housing, childcare, and responsible spending. But those are all fiery topics, and Mamula promises he will not shy away.
The main thing is just learning how to deal with people in tense situations. I think in the end, that's, a lot of what government is just trying to find a path through opposing viewpoints.
Mamula's new gig is not the only big change at Breck Town Hall this week.
Today, actually, was the day that Shannon Haynes got sworn in as the new town manager. Rick Coleman has retired.
Mayor Pro Tem Kelly Owens now serves as mayor until the April election. Today, we are in the classroom with Counselor Susan Wallace-Seaman at Breckenridge Elementary.
If a kid, their social-emotional well-being is off, they can't learn. And that's kind of like the base. That's like the plate to the food.
This year is the first year that every elementary school in Summit School District has a dedicated counselor. Mrs. Susan meets students one-on-one, but she also visits every classroom teaching this.
Goal setting, growth mindset, emotion management, we do bullying, empathy and kindness, problem solving, and then there's a child protection unit.
Unique to Breck L is the zones of regulation. It pairs emotions with colors, which gives young learners an intuitive way to talk about what they're feeling.
Just to work on the social emotional piece for everyone having similar language in our school.
And their textbook? It's a twister mat.
Twister actually is like the same colors as this, so we were practicing. If I would say, put your right hand on when you're feeling sad, what zone would that be? So they would put like the right hand on the blue zones.
This literal hands-on learning pairs perfectly with holiday cheer and blues.
The holidays also are a heightened time where we have more peaks and valleys when it comes to emotions for a variety of reasons, so it's a good time to implement that as well.
Thanks again for going in the classroom at Breck L. In sports, the Avalanche play the Blackhawks tonight at 6:30. And in local sports, Breckenridge Skimo racer John Rowan, he did it again, winning this morning's Rise and Shine Rando race. He was the only racer finishing in under 1 hour, ahead of Tate Knight and David Gardini. Gwen Rudy won the women's race ahead of Jill Seeger and Megan Cook. Next race in that series will be after the new year. Phil Lindemann, Krystal 93 News.